Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Ben.
And welcome to the Filmbusters podcast. The film show with no filters, no prisoners taken, loads of disagreements, but one hell of a love for cinema.
If you want to hear three friends ridiculing each other for an hour or so regarding their taste in films, then you have come to the right place.
In each episode, one of the team picks a film for us to discuss. It could be anything from a recent cinema release to an all-time classic.
So, strap in and get ready to get mad or get vindicated as we guide you through the murky world of being a film geek.
If you like what you hear, you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram using @FilmbustersPod. You can also find each of our individual accounts. I'm at Filmbusters Paul.
I'm at Filmbusters Adam.
And I'm at Filmbusters Ben.
If you want to use your eyes instead of your ears, you can also visit the website at filmbusterspod.co.uk.
And if busting makes you feel good, you can also support us at patreon.com/filmbusters for exclusive content.
Alright, can we just get on with this now, please?
Filmbusters.
Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to another episode. You're probably wondering, hey, it's not a 2009 episode. Again, it's because Ben's not here. We haven't even mentioned it.
We don't know where he is. I think he's run away.
He's in Ireland somewhere.
Yes.
Somewhere in Ireland.
Is he back from Ireland now?
I thought, isn't he still there? I feel like he would have mentioned it would come back.
He's going to do Jesus, and he's going to re-rise on Sunday.
We'll move a big rock, and he'll suddenly appear. And but he's very much off grid, isn't he? We haven't heard from him really.
Yes.
It's nice. He needs that bit of time. It's nice just to cut yourself off from the modern day life, modern day living.
It's also nice for us to have a break from him as well. I'm joking. I love you.
We love you, Benny, of course. Yeah, we were supposed to be doing S Darko. There was supposed to be an S Darko episode. That was a few episodes ago now. Yeah. We got to go to that monstrosity at some point. But we thought, hey, let's do like a little modern film. You know, something that people have watched lately and neither of us seen. We can address it. Address a modern film, which we haven't done in a while.
Yes. Yeah, it's exciting times.
Very exciting times. So today we're doing I Saw the TV Glow from 2024. Did you have note with this film? Did you know about it before?
I never even heard of this film until you mentioned it.
Oh really?
And then I just looked on it, and then so many people have watched it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of crept up. I also didn't have knowledge of it. It's more people had seen it, and I was like, what is this? So I just kind of added it to the watch list because
if everyone's watching it, you might say.
Yeah, might as well.
There.
Exactly.
And now here we are.
And here we bloody are. But first of all, I just want to mention something up top. We've got a lovely offer running on our Patreon at the moment, a very good offer. You can join up to our Venkman tier, which is our £3 a month tier, for a mere 75 pence.
Yes.
How about that? You get exclusive episodes every single bloody week. And there is over 140 episodes on there now, I believe. Hell of a lot. That's a lot of bloody episodes. And you can just join up to that, 75 pence, and just join our wonderful family. We've got some beautiful people over there. And that's all at www.patreon.com/filmbusters. It's for 75p. Just sign up for a month, then just cancel if you want. Might as well. Right, Adam, shall we move on to speaking about the film today, I Saw the TV Glow?
Yes. Also, I don't know if I said this. I meant to say this in our end of month roundup, but please tell me if I actually have spoken to you about this, because it's been so long now. I feel like I have and I haven't. But I've watched Down Terraced.
Oh shit! Go on, give us a little rundown.
So I missed the episode, and now I've watched the film and I've listened to your episode subsequently, and I very much have to agree with I think nearly everything Ben said in that film.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything they did, but it's just not the kiddie. It's just not the one. Yeah. It's so good to see people make films like that, but it's just annoying when it doesn't quite work out like the way you'd hope. And I think it mainly is because whatever is the main guy is just not a very good actor in it.
I think it's one of those ones where you either... I mean, it kind of did work for me, his style, because I kind of was riding on that, how ridiculous the whole situation was kind of train. But
I think there is big elements of you do ride on it but at the same time I think it's just really struggling to connect with the main character and believe anything that he's doing. He doesn't carry that character at all for you to believe that he's doing what he's doing, so therefore it just struggles to get in. And I'm sorry to say that, Sean, because Yes, but keep bringing us films like that, because when they work, they'll work amazingly, and they're the type of films you should just keep watching, because if you do find a gem within them all, you're going to be like, wow, and it means a lot more to everybody involved in it than,
a fucking big blockbuster.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's just my quick
and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful as well that like there can be these small little films that mean so much to some people, and people absolutely bloody adore. Personally, I absolutely love it when people don't like a film that I absolutely adore, because then it's like, well, it's more special to me. It's like my film. So you know, there you go, Sean. That's yours. It's all yours,
That's
baby.
Your film. You can keep that in your little vault, in your little cinema in Scotland. But yeah, I won't be coming to see it. I'll come and see something else, but not that one.
And I love it even more that you, Adam, have just committed to calling it Down Terraced, even though it's Down Terrace. So
is it? I think I said this before as well, didn't I?
You did. It's not even a thing in that. Why'd you say terraced?
Terrace house.
Yeah, but a terrace. It's not called a terraced house.
Terrorist house.
Anyway, let's move on. Should we go talk about I Saw the TV Glow?
Yes.
Let's do it.
If you wanted, I could come over again. I've been watching the tapes you've been making me, but I wanted to watch The Pink Opaque on Saturday night again while it airs.
I like girls, you know that, right? I'm not into boys.
Totally, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure. What about you? Do you like girls?
I don't know.
Boys?
I think that I like TV shows.
Right, everyone, today we're talking about I Saw the TV Glow from 2024 by Jane Schoenbrunn. This is a spoiler episode. If you haven't seen it, we're going to spoil it terribly for you, so you might want to go watch it first before you bloody hear us spoil it for you. So, yeah, go do that. There's been one person who's been in a film we've done before in the podcast. Do you know, Adam?
Is that the main guy?
It is. Justice Smith. Do you remember what he was in?
I feel like he does some like kiddie kind of films, doesn't he?
Not kiddie.
What is it then?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
I mean, I would say it's borderline kids film.
It's a family.
It's a family film. Yeah, it's a PG, isn't it? Or is it 12?
I reckon it's probably 12A. Maybe.
For a grown-up kid. You wouldn't take Woody, but when he gets to 8, you might take him.
I mean, he'd probably just watch it. He wouldn't care. Another thing that just blew my mind that I just have to say off top, because I reckon you wouldn't know, but this guy's never been in something we've done before, but it just surprised me so much because I didn't even realise while watching it that, did you realise who Justice Smith's dad is in this?
It's, what's his name from Limp Bizkit, isn't it?
Yeah, Fred Durst.
Yeah. I saw it in the credits afterwards.
Oh, see, I didn't see it in the credits.
Yeah.
So, but when I saw it in the cast list, I was like, what?
Yeah. Because I looked up, because when Phoebe Bridgers turned up, I was like, oh shit, she's in it. And then I was like looking out, and I was like, oh. And then he turned up, I was like, what the fuck?
Random.
Yeah, very random.
Adam, you want to do a little plot rundown on this film? If you can.
Yeah, this is about Justice Smith, or whatever his name is in this film, and his friendship.
His name is Owen.
And his friendship with, what's her name?
Maddie. All
based around a TV show they loved as kids, and how...
Anything past that's a spoiler, right?
I guess so, yeah. It's kind of, they just bond, they meet over this TV show, and yeah.
And then things transpire, I guess.
Yes. The TV starts glowing.
It definitely does. So, do you want me to give you some facts about this film?
Mm-hmm.
In Ben's absence. So, The Pink Opaque, the fictional television series in the film, was inspired by shows such as The Secret World of Alex Mack, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Did you ever watch any of those, Adam?
Nope. But I did see someone comment on it afterwards saying, oh, this is, like, you could see the Buffy inspo, but I never watched Buffy, so...
A lot of Buffy there.
Scott would have been screaming at the TV.
Exactly. Even the font of the show was Buffy font.
Okay.
So bigger big Buffy vibes in this. The school featured in the movie is called Void High School, aka VHS. Okay. And VHS tapes play a prominent role in the film, so there you go, even in the school. Yeah. And Void High School, the colours, mustard and maroon, perfectly match the Sunnydale High School colours of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. So there you go. Big Buffy vibes. There you go. They're my facts. So Adam, this is a pick that just came to the podcast, no one's pick in particular. So it reverts to you to decide whose first impressions you want first.
I'll go first, and then you can go second.
Okay, go on then.
It's a very hard film, I think, to try and sum up. All I'm going to say is I didn't exactly vibe with this film.
Okay.
I didn't really gel with the film at all. It kind of turned into quite a slog to get through. Towards the end, I was just a bit like, what is going on here? However, I can see why people love it. I get it, and it's almost one of those films where, like, okay, someone absolutely loves this film. I'm going, okay, fair, like that's your opinion on it. Great, I get why. I can see maybe stuff that's been represented in the film, story-wise, if it's represented like that, and you feel that way, or you can gel with the characters in that way. Great, you're gonna love it. There's a lot of emotion put on screen. The actual directing of it's good, I feel. I don't think I liked necessarily his performance. He was very bland. But again, he's meant to be, and I think that's the whole thing of like why I didn't gel with it. I didn't get him, but people will probably love him because of the representation he's putting on screen. I don't. It's one of those films. I didn't like it. I'm not going to give it a high score, but I feel like I can see why it means a lot to certain people because of what it represents, and in that way, it's kind of refreshing. But it's just not for me. I feel like it's going to be like when we did Dragon Ball Z, or we did all of those kind of films. You're like, they're just not
not Dragon Ball Z.
No, but you're saying they're not for me. Like this, when they're making this film, they're not thinking of me, or
it's not representing you.
Exactly. So you're like, I don't get it. I don't enjoy it. But at the same time, you can't necessarily shit on it in a hard way because it was never intended for you or intended like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's my first opinions.
Okay, cool. So I wouldn't say I don't love it, but I think the whole thing is like an incredibly unique experience, and it touched on something that I would not even have like the lived experience for, like as you said. But at the same time, this idea of latching onto these like 90s shows as a sexually repressed teen is it's so bloody obvious. So I'm surprised that no one's actually done it before.
Yeah,
and I really like it. Like the themes are interesting, and I enjoy this Lynchian way they try to explore the idea as well. And I think it has many levels to it as well. It's like they've got this base level of a teen wrapping themselves up in a show that's sort of like a comfort in a world where the characters can freely express themselves, where they're in a world where they feel like they can't, which is it's quite a cool idea. But it also like acts as on a metaphorical level of a show almost being your closet, of like hiding you away from the world. And like this, like the show's called, the pink opaque is like a covering, obscuring you from the world and who you can like truly want to be. And then this world away from like the show being an absolute fiction for them as well, just like they're just living a lie. It's not them. I think there's a lot to explore in this, and I appreciate the levels. I wouldn't say I love it, but I appreciate it as an idea, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad film at all. It's very well made, and it's very well done. But yeah, when you struggle to gel with the film, it doesn't offer you any other way in, if that makes sense. But it's not meant to, because it's like, I feel like this film is either you get it and you absolutely love me, or you don't. In my mind, in some ways, it's that it is, because it's like, it's going to be great for the people who love it because it's done that way, and fantastic, and that's how it should be. It's not trying to be palatable. It's not trying to dumb the idea down. It's not trying to do anything along those ways to make it sell or to make it widely accessible. It's like, okay, this is the film I'm making. Get on board with me, and you'll have a great time. If you don't, then I'm sorry, but I'm going this way as it is. It had so many weird. It felt so much like Donnie Darko in a weird way.
It's that coming of age kind of feel.
Yeah, but it's also like the somber, like it's so very, what do you call it, melancholia. They kept saying that word in the film, didn't they, as well? But
a sadness to it, you feel.
Yeah, like you could almost imagine the same soundtrack over this film, and the way he's just going through life is very similar to the way it happens in that film.
I never thought about that's true.
And then it also is like that crossed with 8th grade as well. It's that whole trying to fit in, except he's not necessarily trying to fit in. He's just kind of a bit more acceptance of where he is. He has his corner of the world that he loves, and he's just going to go through life with that.
I think the thing about this film is it almost, once you have the key of what the film's trying to do, and you unlock it to this idea, what this idea is, then it's either whether you're enjoying kind of exploring that and breaking it down as it means in a metaphorical sense, or it's just like, well, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not going with it, full stop.
That's kind of where I was.
Yeah. So you get what the whole thing is, right? The metaphor for what the show is and why they love the show, and is the show actually real?
See, I think the show is real. I don't think she was. I was expecting halfway through the film for her not to be real.
Right.
I was expecting her to be a figment of his imagination.
If I was to tell you that, I don't know how much you've looked into it, but that the director's trans.
Okay.
Would that go with what any themes you saw in this film?
I guess it's that whole, is he both? He could be both people then. I don't know.
This is interesting, because I thought it was so obvious, the themes in this film, but clearly I got the key to unlocking it.
Well, tell me what you think it is then, and then we can go off that.
Basically,
I mean, I haven't really given it much thought since I watched the film, because again, I was like, I don't really get it, so it didn't really stir up enough for me to think afterwards, like, great, I'm gonna think about this.
So I think we got this very early on in the film. I got the key immediately, and it was when we saw Owen as a young boy, and he goes underneath that parachute. Do you remember the parachute early on, where all the kids are like lifting the parachute up, and it's this it's all like pinks and blues, this parachute's made out of, and that is like an LGBTQ plus. The colours are of gender fluidity.
Yeah.
And the fact that the director's trans as well, I was like, okay, there's clearly going to be tapping into something along those lines. And then, so my idea of the film is that the show, yes, it can be seen as a real life show, which in real life actually happens that, like, this takes Scott, for example, right, who absolutely adores Buffy. Okay.
Yeah.
As a gay man, and I think at a young age, tapping into this show for the fact that it's got this strong female representation, and it's a show that doesn't shy away from showing sexuality of characters. It has Willow and her girlfriend Tara in this homosexual lesbian relationship that's just all out there. They don't care. It's just part of the show. And I think that it really taps into something, and in a young audience, especially when you're living a life that is, you're trying to work your own sexuality out, right? And to find a show that is so comfortable with itself, you automatically can resonate with that.
Yeah.
And it gives you a sense of like absolute joy that there could be a world where you could be so comfortable. So I think that's why these shows can really resonate with young adults like Buffy and Charmed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I could see it on that level, right, in this film, which I really enjoyed. But then on the other level, the show can also be seen as the metaphorical time that Maddie and Owen spent together, where they both found each other in the world, and they both realised that they're closeted in some way and hiding from the world. And the times where he used to go out and go spend the night round her house was the times where they could just explore that and just be happy in themselves. And that was their show that they did, where they go and dress up and just kind of be comfortable in themselves around each other. And that's represented as the show in this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I thought I thought the show was meant to be telling you what they were. Like, that you were just going to see this guy go through his life, and the show was representing what he was watching in the episode was kind of almost representing what he was thinking, because he couldn't say it out loud, and he didn't want to say it out loud because he was trying to, I don't want to hate the word, but remain, I don't want to say it in a weird way, but normal, effectively. He wanted to try and, because society's telling you to have this normal life, when he was struggling to have that. So the show was trying to tell you what he was trying to say without him saying it. And he kept using that show to use that and to find out where he was confused. And that's why I thought that the whole imaginary, or they're the same person and he's trapped like within her, and yeah, that's why I thought it was going to go that way. But maybe it did. Maybe I've just completely missed it and it was there. But towards the end, I was just losing interest. Not interested in it, but again, like I said, it's not a film that lends you a bone to keep coming back into if you're not getting it.
Yeah. It's a straight down. It's like once you're in it, you're in it. There's no kind of holding your hand, and it's kind of, you've just got to experience it. I never thought of it as her being like another side of his personality. That's an interesting way of looking at it as well. Especially if you're talking about like gender fluidity and stuff like that.
Because there was something at the beginning, like when he very first comes over to the house, when he just turns up for the sleepover, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you can lie on the floor here tonight, but you've got to be gone before the morning, before my stepdad comes." And it was almost like I'm having, I thought that was almost like you're letting this person stay with you as a person, like an inside-out personality trait.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Again, I feel like if I was watching this, I had to do the podcast. You kind of just get it in, and I wasn't necessarily maybe in the right mood to watch this kind of film at the time, because I didn't know what the film was at all. Like, you just said 4 films, and I saw the rating spread for this film, so I was like, okay, that's going to be interesting because people are loving it, people are hating it, and also when you see a film like I saw the TV go, I didn't read the synopsis or anything because again, I don't want to, but I thought it was going to be like a horror film. I thought it was going to be like a thing of the globe. I thought it was going to be like The Ring, because it was like, I thought this is going to be like a modern remake of The Ring, stuff coming out of the TV and all that kind of shit. So when you get into the film and it's this, I'm like, okay.
You weren't setting yourself up for something like this.
Yes. So the frame of mind I was in, I agree. But again, this is why I keep saying I don't know if necessarily my rating of the film matters again, because it's not for me. Like, I don't want to be the one to shit on this film because it could mean so much to so many people because of, like you said, what it's representing on screen. And that's why it's important. And it's like, great, keep making it, because especially with all the news at the moment,
for sure,
these people need to have more representation.
A double meaning almost. It's like we are highlighting the fact that there are people out there who absolutely adore these shows because it highlights something in themselves that they can't freely express. Yeah. But then it's also, this film is also a film doing that exact same thing as that show was doing. So it's like, look, we're all out there. Yeah. Don't have to like keep it trapped inside. Freely express yourself. Yeah. And like fuck off those family members or the dads in this. The very repressive dads. A lot of repressive dads in this film.
Because it's almost set back in time. It's almost set in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, 90s. Because they watch 90s. It on VHS. And then they get forward in time and he's like, oh, it's now on Netflix. I don't need the VHS anymore. But it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. I thought that was very interesting, because so what? Let me say this as well before I forget about it. Also the title. I saw the TV globe. It is basically like it's saying exactly what I've just been saying. It's like you're a young kid and you're seeing the TV shine with this expression that you wish you could have, and that's why it means so much.
And you literally, in your
person.
eyes as a kid, the TV is glowing. It's like it takes over your room.
Free.
It takes over your life. Like
Yeah.
you want to be in.
Yeah, definitely. But so we get to this point where it is almost like Owen is finally he's never comfortable with the understanding that maybe this show is actually a representation of who he wants to be. So he's repressing it. And I never thought about that if it was another side of his personality, if Maddie was the other side of his personality, then that is when she disappears.
Yeah, because she suddenly dies at one point in the film. She was burnt in the backyard and with her TV, and I thought, okay, and then this is when he almost leaves home, isn't it? And he's going off to find a life again. I don't know, I hate this phrase, but a normal life that society tells you should lead. And that's when he's this is when the kind of almost the downward depression spiral he kind of goes on until the end of the film. It kind of almost starts from there, because he's now like, that TV is gone, and the representative, she's gone, and all of those dreams have gone. And then it's only later in the film where he kind of takes out the box again, doesn't he, and starts watching them. Because he's almost like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, like, maybe like it's almost fighting back. It's almost, again, I don't want to say for a better term, but it's like a midlife crisis. It's almost like, no, I was that person, like, let's try and re-spark that energy in me, because that, I'm not enjoying this, like
and literally like Maddie comes back fully transformed. I think it's really interesting. So the first time that she disappears is on the final. It's the finale of the show, and they show you what happens in that show. And it's Mr. Melancholia, who's literally the depiction of this moon man. It was very creepy.
Yeah, that was almost very art project. In some ways,
pulsating.
It was. What's the Man in the Moon? The film, the very very old film from the 20s.
Trip to the Moon.
Trip to the Moon. It was that kind of. It looked exactly that kind of moon, and I thought, okay, this is again where this, like, the director in this film, she obviously loves kind of style and some of the interpretive dance that was coming out in the scenes as well. And it's like, in anything that, I don't know. Again, I'm not saying it, that was interesting. Like the director of it definitely got legs. Like I think this is only, I looked at her, I think she's only the second film she done or something, isn't it? So yeah, she definitely got the talent there, but I just don't think it's necessarily the storytelling for me.
Yeah. So Mr. Melancholia in this final episode, it shows you exactly what's happening, because this Mr. Melancholia traps the character in a snow globe, right? Which is the character in the show. It's not Owen, but you see in the snow globe Owen as a small child watching that TV for the first time. Yeah, and it's like it's capturing and like hiding away those feelings that he first felt when he could finally see like what it could be to express yourself. And I find that it's very interesting. And basically the whole fake world or the fake life he's living is the reality. And when Maddie comes back, she's like, you're trapped here. I've been in the Pink Opaque, which is the place where you can freely express yourself, which is technically the real life. And you're trapped here. But I think it's very it's a sad thing, because he basically just refuses to ever leave. And he even goes to the point of like, I have a family now. He says like, I love them more than anything. But you can see on his face is like, this is constant.
But again, that's that whole
look.
thing of like, where because again, society's telling him this is what you do. And it's that power struggle within his head. That probably everyone goes through in that way of like, and then and it's why at the end of the film he just fucking loses it.
Yeah,
that was almost him. Like that to me, that was like, okay, he's now like, fuck this shit, I'm breaking free. That was the anger coming out of like, I can't do this anymore.
Do you feel like that's what it is? As in he needs to change, or that because there's a lot of like suicidal kind of things in this as well.
Yeah,
I feel.
I know that's. But then again, I think the representation of the trans community and suicide is higher than anything else, isn't it? So probably because of all these issues of like you just kept being told that you're not allowed, and then you turn on the news like you did on yesterday, and you find out again, and it's all just like a shot in the fucking
It's never
these people
ending.
that you keep being told by society that you're not what you are, and I guess that's that whole entrapment with it. But
it's a very sad, it's a very melancholic ending, because he's literally a shell, like he's a shriveled version of what he once was, and even his breathing, it's almost like the weight of this whole thing's on him. He can't even breathe anymore. Literally living this life in this fun center, as it's called, where even all the machines have like the moon face on. He's like living this life where the whole melancholy has like consumed it. Yeah. And that scream, and everyone's just no one hears it. No one's paying attention to him. And they don't care.
And then he walks out and someone says something to him, doesn't he? He's just walking out like...
He's walking out saying sorry. He's apologising.
Oh, yeah. That was it. He's saying, I thought someone said sorry to him.
It's no, man, you shouldn't be apologising for yourself. This is not who you should be.
I mean, that's... Yeah. But I do think it's like, I don't know. I would hope that was his breakthrough moment of everything.
I don't know, man. I think he's trapped. It's sad. And because he goes into this bathroom, doesn't he? And he cuts his whole stomach open. And like you open it inside. That is just before he walks back out again? Or it might be the ending. Is that the last shot?
I definitely missed that bit, so sorry.
Oh, did you? Oh, shit. He basically, he's after his scream, he goes to the bathroom and he's laying on the bathroom floor. Once again, very like suicidal kind of themes here. But he slices a whole stomach open, right? Looks into the mirror, pulls it open, and it's just the TV glowing inside him with all like the show just running constantly inside him.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, yeah. I thought you meant No, I remember the TV glowing at the end.
Yeah. Just this thing's just constantly inside of him that he.
Well, again, I think that represents him cutting it free.
Maybe, yeah, it's true.
Cutting his body open to let that glow out. I don't know.
True, that's true. Yeah, he's finally like letting it out. Even him letting it out a little bit is a step in the right direction, I guess. But it's interesting, isn't it, when he sees this show again, and as you said, it's on like Netflix, and you can just watch it all streaming. It's just so easy to see now.
Yeah.
But he says it just feels dated and cheap.
Yeah.
And there's like kids instead of the two leads that you knew.
Yeah, because I think they probably were kids anyway, but he was obviously of an age where they looked as adults to him.
That's true.
I don't know if it's that whole thing.
Because I was trying to see it on. If he wasn't saying like it just looks cheap now, I was thinking, oh, now he's watching the show again, and it's almost like he can see the next generation of kids it was like, experiencing it.
I think it was that whole thing of like now it's it was like in better quality, like it's been upscaled and all of that. And I don't know if it's taking away its charm, but I think that's also saying something about, I don't know, when stuff gets put onto Netflix and it loses its charm and everything. But
also the fact that maybe him returning to this show when he always thought it was the show that he was getting all these feelings for and this expression, it never was the show. It was who he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like looking at the show now, it is dated and cheap, but it wasn't about the show. It was about the expression that was in the show that helped him. But I think there's a lot of themes here that are very interesting. There's a lot of like threads to pull on.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It is. I can completely see how you could. I mean, I'm the same with some, because it does have surreal elements, and I'm the worst with surreal stuff. As soon as it gets like, unless I have that key to unlocking it and breaking, because when it gets to surreal stuff, I need to be able to interpret it. And if I feel like
this is you and your completist mind. Is like if I can't complete exactly what the film is telling me, I don't want to know what it is, because
absolutely
that whole idea of not knowing or not knowing what's on the other side. I think that kills you inside. But
yeah,
sorry. I
absolutely.
enjoyed this discussion. Is kind of where we're at. But yeah, I again on Letterboxd, I don't feel like I should be putting a rating against it because I don't want to like downgrade this rating for somebody who's like, oh, okay, that whole weird thing with it because it's just like not every film's for everybody, and that's fine, and that's the way it all should be because if everything was for everyone, it would be boring as shit. Yeah,
of course, but you have an appreciation there. I can feel the way you speak about it. That there's appreciation for what it's doing.
It's quite good to discuss, and again, saying. Great, keep making them because
Did you notice as well that there was even more of a Buffy connection do you remember when he goes to his old friend's house and he's like screams saying she wants to take me away? This is the thing as well. You've kind of unlocked something in me as well because saying that Maddie is another personality kind of makes sense when she keeps disappearing.
Yeah, and then she reappears when he wants her, and it's all of that. But you're going to lose the Buffy things with me because I really don't know Buffy. I'm sorry, Scott, but yeah.
Just to say that the mum is of this old friend is Tara, who is Willow's girlfriend in Buffy, to even more like drum up those appreciations of the exploration of sexuality in Buffy, to have that character there as well. Almost just to give her the plaudits of you helped me through my childhood, maybe. So, appreciation, I'm going to put you in my film.
I mean, yeah, fair play. I mean, like, if you were a filmmaker, that's what you'd do, wouldn't it? If you got the chance to do it, and if people, they wanted to support it again, then
yeah, for sure.
You'd have everyone in there, you'd have all the Batman in there.
Exactly. And one other thing as well that another thing you can kind of read into. I couldn't really hear every bit of the lyrics, but when you have these artists singing songs like halfway through.
Yeah, well, that's the one with Phoebe Bridgers turns up. That's why I was like, oh, okay.
So who's Phoebe Bridgers?
She's a singer, yeah. She's quite.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So the lyrics are very poignant to kind of what Owen's going through, I reckon, because he's first of all about depression, where the lyrics are, I paint the scene in black so I don't know that my eyes are open. It's like just that kind of melancholic feeling of never wanting to kind of face reality.
I mean, I didn't listen to the lyrics that deeply, but it's very profound and deep.
Yeah. But then the lines afterwards to even like go towards that kind of idea of potentially being trans is, I think I was born blue. I think I was born wanting more.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that just says it all right there, doesn't it? It's a very interesting one, man. I absolutely didn't love it, but I was enjoying the journey it was taking me on and kind of working out the metaphorical ideas that they were trying to portray. So yeah, it's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to say I like it because I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but it's definitely brought up a conversation around it, and
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
At least there's these films that can kind of explore these ideas and themes, that's why cinema is so bloody wonderful, man.
It is.
Should we go to the ratings?
Okay.
So go on. You went first, so you can go first.
I'm going to give it I was maybe going to say a 4 before this, but I think it deserves maybe a 5 out of 10.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I can see that coming. I was actually very interested in what you were going to think about this. I think it was either really going to work for you or it just really wasn't going to work. So I guess it was the latter.
Yeah.
At least we can end on a high note. I thought it was good, man. I'm giving it a 7. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was great because as you say, it's not resonating with me because it is very, as you say, it's very placid the way that the Owen character's performed. So it's not very exciting.
Yeah.
It is just more about like the inner turmoil of what they're trying to say. So yeah. But yeah, I think it's good. So that gives it a straight up 6. So we are going up against I don't even remember what you gave this film. It's going up against Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh God. Again, it's that whole thing of you take a film like this and you try and put it up against something like that, and you're like, I mean, I gave his film a 6. I gave Kiki a 6. So.
Yeah, so you think Kiki's better. Let's leave it at the bottom. Ben will watch it one day, and then it'll just change its rating completely. So let's put it at the bottom of the 6s for now.
Yeah.
Well, at least we watched a modern film. It's been a while. A modern. I've said as in modern.
Yeah.
What would you call it? A current
It is a modern
film.
Yeah. It was only last year, wasn't it? So.
Yeah. So it's been nice, yeah. And I'm glad we can shine a light on it, break down some of the themes, and just maybe, highlight it to someone who it could really resonate with.
Exactly. And that's all it matters.
Yeah.
If it helps, it's those films that if it helps 2 people, 5 people, great. That's what it's meant for. It's not meant to make loads of money.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon, Adam, that surely the next episode we do will be S. Darko.
Let's not put our money on it. We're not going to make any promises out here.
It's either going to be it'll be S. Darko or another current film. That
is Ben back next week or is Ben back the week after? I can't remember now.
I don't even know. How's he gone away for so long? We're keeping this train rolling, and we love you, listeners. And hopefully next week, regardless of it, whether it's S. Darko or not, it'll be a lovely little episode from 2 to 3 people.
Yes, and remember, if we're being too long in releasing, there is that very cheap Patreon stuff. So for 75p, you can get a lot of episodes.
Look at that, Adam! You are just plugging our Patreon up. That's beautiful.
Yes.
I've never seen you be so on it.
Yes,
with,
you can get 140 episodes for 75p.
Exactly.
That will keep you. You can then can't complain that we haven't given you anything.
Oh, baby. Exactly. And if you want to do that, you can go to www.patreon.com/filmbusters and just join up with our wonderful fan members, just like the likes of our newest patron who signed up. She took the initiative and signed up for the 75p Venkman tier, and that is Sarah Miravolsky. I don't know who she is. I've tried contacting her and saying thank you, but she's not responding to me.
Fuck you. I just want to listen to your voice, not your words.
Not your words. But thank you.
Though.
Yes,
thank you
exactly.
very much for signing up.
Wonderful stuff. And you can also join Tia from the Alien Effect podcast.
Yes, you can. You can also join Luke Bennett.
You can also join Mr. Francis Cibarini.
Yes, you can. We also have Steve and Mark from Movie Drome.
We've got Brent from Home Video Hustle.
Yes, you can. We also have Luke Human.
We've got Sean Panner Nixon.
We also have Nerd Revert.
We've got Julio from The Contrarians.
We have Jamie Russell from the Movie Duel podcast, the podcast I started on recently, which are all coming out. They're very organised over there, so they have a very set schedule. I think it's in May.
It's probably like a year down the line because they have so many episodes already pre-recorded.
Not like us, just wing it.
Yeah, just wing it. And finally, we got Katie and Oti from For Your Reference podcast.
Exactly.
All beautiful people. There you go.
Filmbusters.